Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with the 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 4, Episode 2. Now, I'm not going to be able to go back to Episode 1 because I just simply don't have the time to do it. And so I'm going to pick up where I can, which is at the second episode, and we'll continue on. Please expect these reviews to come out on Monday because unless I'm off Sunday, I won't be able to get them out to you guys. But I will be here doing my thing. Also, I want to say ahead of time, y'all know that I picked up the 90-Day Fiancé at Season 6. So some of these people I'm not so familiar with. So I'm basing my reviews off of what they're giving now. I don't know anything about the past unless it was a part of Season 6. So bear with me. And if you feel that it's something that I need to know in order to form a better opinion about these castmates, then feel free to let me know. Now, we're going to start off with Andre and Elizabeth. That's who we're going to start off with. See, it's ultrasound time for them to find out their baby's gender. Now, she is explaining that her family would have liked to be there, but see, it's kind of an issue with the family because Andre has been here now, I think over a year, and he's not the best provider. They still living off of her family, so they got opinions about it. He hasn't found steady work, so, that's going to be stressful. And with her being pregnant, she don't want the stress of it all. So just the two of them went over to the doctor's office for the ultrasound. Now, when we began to hear this baby's heartbeat, he was very touched to hear it. You could tell that he's anticipating being a father. Hopefully he will step his game up so that her parents will get off of their back some. Now, we find out that it's a girl. Andre wishes his mom and brother was there since he hasn't seen them in a while. But he's glad that he and Elizabeth are about to be a parent to a beautiful little girl. And they are going to have a gender reveal party over at her family's house so that they can reveal what they're having. So you see mom is getting a gender reveal party together. We see them getting things together. Andre really didn't want to go because he feels that they are too involved in their relationships, and he knows that the butt of the issue is the fact that he does not work full time. He needs to step it up. Well, we see them go out on the balcony area. They fire the cannons, and of course it's pink for girls, and the family was very excited. He feels that the family feels that he can't take care of Elizabeth, but he has to step up, and in doing so, he speaks with her father and tells him that he will step up and be more of a provider since it has been a year, and he needs to do exactly that. Now, what I got out of there was she's so in love, she not understanding that love is not going to pay rent. That love is not going to pay bills. That love is not going to buy the things necessary for them to survive and to take care of a brand new baby that's going to be here. I think I saw on Instagram she had a baby, but at this time where they're doing the review, the show, I don't think he understands that he really do need to step up some. You can't be living in the parents' rental place free of charge, depending upon this girl's family to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of financially and expect them to respect you. I think they're willing to respect him, but he does need to step his cookies up. You came over here to a whole new country and you done made a baby in that girl. She got a whole gut full of humans. And time is ticking, and I don't think TLC paid you that well. So, child, you need to step it up and step it up with the quickness. Now, next, let's go over to Russ and Powell. New people yet again to me. Please remember that I don't know Andre and Elizabeth, okay? I don't know what season they was on, but I don't know them people. Same with Russ and Powell. Powell is pregnant, and they're about to travel over to Oklahoma, Tulsa to be exact, to meet with his family and for his family to throw her a baby shower. She's a little apprehensive because she feels like the family don't like her. She feels unaccepted. From what I'm getting, Russ comes from this very conservative white family. Here comes this girl from wherever she said she was from, and she's a little bit, she's a little flamboyant in how she dressed, and they may have a problem being able to adjust to the fact that she does not follow the conservative guidelines. Okay, I think they were just taking a little bit aback. They ain't into this sexy. It ain't sexy is not easily accepted in a conservative family. Now, she does not talk to Russ' family, so she's feeling weird coming and them throwing this shower for her. We see them get to the airport, arrive in Tulsa, and because she needs a disconnect place because she don't feel connected to his family, plus he don't want her to be totally uncomfortable, they have decided to stay in a hotel room while they're there. Now, he's hopeful that things are going to go smoothly. He tells her that he's not going to be staying for the whole baby shower because that's kind of like a female thing. The men show up, but they don't really stick around. So while she has time to bond with his family at the baby shower, he going to be off connecting with the boys. Now, she wasn't feeling that too well. She don't want him gone too long because she don't feel comfortable about it, but she didn't put up too much of a bitch about it. But what we learned was Russ is hoping that this visit pans out to be good and they're able to bond better because he has been offered a job in Oklahoma with, a good job, better benefits and whatnots. And also, if they are to remain in Oklahoma, she and he would have more support as far as dealing with the brand new baby, opposed to them living in Florida where they are now. But he not certain how she gonna feel about it, but that's his secret that he's hiding. Now, let's go over to this Nicole and Azon person. Now, since she's back in the U.S., she's staying with her family, her and a little girl. I do believe the name was May. And she said she had to leave Morocco because her and Azon didn't get married in the 90 days that they were allotted to get married. But she wishes she was with him, so she ends up calling him while they're at the park playing with the little girl because she misses him. And she has an idea. Her idea is, let's go on a vacation. That way they can see each other again. She suggested going on a vacation to various places that he shut down. Then she suggested Korea. And we find out that he tried to go to Korea before. Even though you don't have to have a tourist visa, they do have the options at the airport through customs to either detain you or put you back on a plane and send you back where you came from. And that's exactly what they did to him. So she lost thousands of dollars because clearly she's the breadwinner. So she comes up with the suggestion, let's go to Grenada. They have more lax Christian-based laws, and we'd be able to be more intimate, share one room. Her ass basically wants some is all I got. And he's saying that he's interested, but will go. Now her thing is she has to come up with the money. See, I got a problem with this shit already. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. First of all, if y'all want to be together, I don't care if it's a family vacation or moving to this country, moving to his country. Why he not working to help you get this? We see this girl, child, she go to look for work at this staff temporary agency. She come in there with no resume. She has limited to no experience because all she's ever done was work at a coffee house. So the woman is kind of like trying to figure out how she going to be able to place her when she doesn't have that much experience. And then she go on to talking about she don't want a job that they're going to expect her to stay on. She wants to get her a job where she can be temporary, if not, because she's got these plans to go back to Morocco and get married. But she also sitting here telling this woman that she, right now money is tight. That's why she's looking for extra work because sometimes it's hard to make ends meet. Now, I was like, okay. When she said he don't work, all he do is hang out with friends, So the burden is going to basically fall on you to provide for you and him to go to this so-called vacation to Grenada so you can live with him. Girl, have you lost your mind? When I tell you I saw low self-esteem written all across her little chubby face, yes, I did. She gonna have to do something, because it's not fair that she's over here trying to work 2 jobs or 2 or 3 jobs to build up money so that she can spend time with him. Meanwhile, he back home in Morocco chilling, hanging out with friends. That sounds like a bum bitch to me. What y'all think? Next, I met Pedro and Chantel. Now, they was over in Savannah, possibly looking for somewhere to relocate. But Pedro said it don't make no sense because we're going to have the same family problems in Savannah that we got here. She said, well, in her feelings, the way she feels about him is, look, there was an altercation happened at a family function that they had at the parents' house where he basically got into it with her younger brother, River, right? And he ended up fighting the brother and kicking the dinner table over. They married now, and she wants to find common ground with him and be able to make it a little bit easier for him to find common ground but with her parents. So we see her mama call while they in the car driving, right? She inviting them to Thanksgiving dinner. He wide awake in the car but won't answer the woman when she asks him to come to Thanksgiving dinner. So that puts Chantel in a position to where she has to lie now and say he's asleep. So she's saying that she's going to ask him when he get up and everything. So she hangs up with her mama. He ain't trying to have no kind of conversations with the mama. He is so in his feels. I don't think I like him too much. I don't know. Y'all that's been watching this series for a while, let me know the tea on Pedro and Chantel, because he got a real messed up attitude. He want to go back to the DR and see his family. She's scared that if he go back, he ain't going to return because he don't want her to go with him. Then we see... She goes to see her brother River at the recording studio, and since she got it, her husband and her brother got into it, they haven't been as close as they normally would. So she goes to see him to try to rekindle their relationship that has been strained since that fight between Pedro and him. He tells her that he felt shut out after the fight because she didn't call to check on him. He felt that he felt like he was taking up for his sister. Apparently Pedro done told the mama and the daddy to shut up and kicked over the table and got into it with the brother. Brother not understanding. Our family always been tight, and even though I know that's your husband, I didn't like what was going on. It was disrespectful of him to talk to you the way he talked to you. And he doubled down on the disrespect when he talked to my parents like that. Well, our parents. She explained that it wasn't his fault, that the fight happened. It was Pedro's, and she's hoping that he will even, though River has said he don't want no more parts of him, she hoping that he'll apologize eventually. They discussed Thanksgiving, and again, he let his sister know that he's not trying to mend no fences with Pedro. And as for them as siblings, he doesn't feel that things can be like the old because she's still with a very disrespectful man, but says that just give him some time and they're going to be okay. Chantel in this situation seems to be in the middle. She got this hard-headed, disrespectful man that she's now married to, but she's got this close-knit family situation, and they just don't really understand where he's coming from. Now, if I'm off with this family, y'all get down in the pen and get me together. But that's what I'm getting from this. I'm not getting nothing that says that he's right out of this whole situation, okay? Now, it's Thanksgiving, and Chantel is getting ready to go to dinner, and Pedro has no plans to go. He's sitting at the computer like he said he would be doing, although she wishes he would go. so he can make things right with our family. He's not interested in going because he doesn't feel that they are his family and he don't want the drama, so she has to go alone. When she get there, of course, the family's there. Everybody with a sibling got their sibling there and they asking where he is. She basically say he embarrassed about the situation. Mom says, well, he's going to have to face us eventually sometime, at some point, and I did apologize to him for that situation. Child, as they sit at dinner, she tells them that she's not moving to Savannah, that it won't fix the strained family relations. And in fact, it was Pedro who had that idea. They want to know why didn't he bother to come, and she said, again, he's embarrassed. But the family feels like at some point he's going to have to face him, so better late than never. They go into talking about him telling the mom to shut up and attack the river. Child, they say he might not be on, they even said the dude might be on them steroids. Say so when he clicks in the head like that, it might be something wrong with him. You know, he might be under the influence of some foreign substance, right? Then Chantel Moms comes out with this toy she calls Shocky. That's the peacemaker. See, she got Shocky, I got a Glock. And believe me, peace is made of steel and electricity. Yes, God. Okay? Well, she says that if she'd had Shocky last time, none of that foolishness that went on would have went on. Chantel admits that the altercation did cause stress between her and her husband, but she will make sure her family is always respected and that never happens again. Then they move into talking about Pedro wanting to go see his family in the DR, but don't want Chantel to go, which makes the family feels like he's hiding something. Like, why he don't want you to go? They tell her, why he don't want you to go. Dad said maybe the family feels a way about that altercation and blame her, even them. They may even think that if she comes, they're coming. And Mama said that it ain't never no thing we can, because see, we got passports. We can go anywhere we want to. Mama said this ain't the first time Pedro has mentioned going back to the Dominican Republic. The first time he mentioned it was on their family vacation, and of course TLC showed the clip. Mama say Pedro got a secret, but reassures Chantel, regardless of what it is, we got you. Oh yes, we got you, girl. Now Ashley and Jay, they not doing well as a couple. Now I know these people. She feeling a way about that tender situation. And, of course, he is going back down to the barbershop. Y'all know the barbershop he went to in season 6 when everybody was in there trying to tell him to hold on to his freedom and don't get married because he's too young. Well, he's in there telling them that things aren't good between him and Ashley because he downloaded this app that he thought was just an app to meet new friends, and it was a chick. He admits Ashley found out a few days after their wedding, and now the guys in the shop say that Jay knew exactly what he was doing. They tell him if he's bored, find something to do. He said, well, he want to work, but he can't because Ashley hasn't filed the paperwork. He says he loves Ashley and hopes that she will soon do the paperwork. So they encourage him, if you really want your relationship, your marriage to work, go fight for it. So later on, we see he done went down to the Chinese hut and got her some of her favorite food. And he's trying to put effort into showing her that he wants to work on them. In actuality, he wants that green card, honey. Ashley admits that she's feeling hurt and betrayed still. She shares that she and him no longer have intimacy, although they sleep in the same bed because she don't want to throw a churn off. She says to him that she has no plan to do the paperwork. Because, see, when she put that paperwork into motion, that's basically tying her to him for 10 years. She got to make sure he's straight. Even if they break up and he going to be living with a whole nother woman, she is legally responsible for him. And she not quite certain she want to do that with a man that she not certain where he is or if they're going to make it. He gets to talking about, well, if you do it, I can get work and I'll be able to help. That's all good and everything, but she not fitting to go do that paperwork because that paperwork the only thing that halfway keeps you in line. And because she ain't got that it factor about herself, you know, you really don't love her. That's the reason why she don't want to really go put that paperwork on it. Um, she know this not gonna last. Basically, that's what I'm getting. It's not gonna last. Lastly, let's talk about my favorite couple. Old Coty, Big Titty Coty and Larissa. Child, They had to hold Larissa in the damn car so that she could talk to the producer. Larissa saying she fears that if Coty and his mama hear what she's saying, that they would make her life hell. She says that if she argued with Debbie, she worries she will call the police again. And this time, she really will have no leg to stand on. Inside, Debbie and Colt talking about the ring. She told him, the ring she told him not to buy because Larissa's mean. And then we see Larissa come in. Debbie says, well, maybe you did deserve a new ring. Coty tried to speak to her too. But see, her mindset is, I'm not finna say nothing because right now I get it. They want me out of here by hook or crook. So she's not saying nothing. Cole says she worried about that court thing, but Debbie feels that he's making excuses for her. Later on, we see that Cole and Debbie go out for a little time. He said he does regret calling the police and the fact that she has to go to court within a matter of days. Tensions are high between Larissa and Debbie, so he taking her out so that he can spend a little time with his mama. Now, see, this is the problem I have with this. First of all, your mama shouldn't be that deeply vested. See, I can say that I got adult eggs. I know how far to go. When my adult egg merges with another person, the girls give with them a man, or the man, my boys give with them a wife, it's time for me to back up. I'ma always have my good eye on it, but I'm not gonna be heavily vested as Debbie is. Debbie is way too invested in Colt, and that's the reason why he acts like a big baby bitch. That's why. Women need to stop coddling these minions. I have really, really understood the damaging side effects of doing that to your boy child. He has every right to be treated like a young man and to fall down, bust his ass, and get back up and try again. I just don't like that. Now, she's sitting over there playing on his sympathies with the tears. You know how us mamas can do with our boy kid. We started crying, they melt. He's saying that he feel like his mama too old to go through that. Well, if her ass too old, let her go find her a retirement village where they would check on her. And you can live your best good life and still have her in your life. It's not going to work with all of y'all under that roof because Debbie still treats you like a little boy. And you let him. You let her. She treat him like a kid. Ooh, child. Later on, Larissa and Colt he come out there trying to talk to her. And she's saying how she feels that Colt and Debbie are conspiring against her because of all the stuff he done said to the police. He and Larissa hasn't been talking since the altercation. She wants to know why he lied to the police like he did. He said he didn't plan to call the cops and it was action versus reaction. She hurt because she feel like Coty wanted her to go to jail and she'd never do that to him. She feels she feels he only focuses on the bad things about her, but never the good things. She's also tired of him throwing up what he has to do for her. He knew fully well that she was coming with no means and that she couldn't work right away, so he would be her sole provider. He feels like she just complains too much, so that angers her, but instead of her reacting, she walks away from him. Because in her words, I can't get arrested again. Didn't she get arrested again after this? Y'all let me know. Anyway, we get up to Larissa's court date, child. She's scared of possible deportation. She's blaming Colt, which is why she's not talking to him. He ain't going to court with her because he don't want to be called as a witness. But Debbie is driving her. Ain't that something? Debbie gonna drive her to court. Debbie says she thinks sometimes it would be better if she's deported. Larissa and Colt have never... Larissa said Colt ain't never been to jail, so he has no idea how she feels. and she don't want to be deported, but she don't know what's gonna happen. She hope court goes well, and one day she can forgive him for what he has done to her. And let me make sure, I think that was it, family. I talked about Russ and Powell. I talked about Coty and Larissa. I talked about Andre and Elizabeth, Nicole and Azon, Chantel and Pedro, Ashley and Jay. That was it. That was all, family. Again, these reviews will be coming out on Monday. I had even planned on being on camera, but it's getting late, so I need to get this done quick, fast, and in a hurry so that I can move on and be up to date. Tomorrow, I think, If Loving You Is Wrong, we will be talking about that tomorrow night. But y'all let me know what y'all think about these people. Again, the only people I remember from the season I watched was Jay and Ashley and Coty, Larissa, and old Debbie girl. Old Debbie cake. Those are the only ones. The other ones I'm basing my opinion based simply off of what I'm seeing right now. But if it's something that I need to know, maybe it's a reason why, Pedro act like he do. Maybe it's a reason why Andre acts like he do. Y'all let me know. Azon, all of them. Y'all let me know down there so that I'll be up to date. Because I don't know these people like that, but I do want to do the review, right? Anyway, that's it. That's all. Y'all remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Comment down in the panty section below, honey. Let me know your thoughts and opinion about all this crazy stuff going on the 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Let me know what y'all think about it all. If you have not become a love thing, please hit the subscribe button today and become one for the free 99. Also, tap your notification bell button so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from this channel, you will be notified and you can come over and join in the conversation. I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the remainder of your Monday, and I'm out. Peace.